Hey guys, it's Shadow. Starting today, I'm going to be doing a whole new campaign playthrough. When I first played through them, I was the equivalent of about 900 to 1k elo, and I was super camera shy. Nowadays, I'm around 1600 elo and certainly a bit more confident. So please enjoy this new and hopefully improved campaign playthrough.
We are without a leader. The dead King of Scotland has no heir. War creeps in from the south, where Edward Longshanks, the avaricious King of England, has returned from successful campaigns in Wales and France. As Longshanks turns his attention to Scotland, the shadow of fear settles across the Highlands. The English have thousands of Welsh longbowmen, hundreds of knights on horseback, and dozens of siege weapons. We Scottish have a rabble of untrained soldiers who do not even know how to march in a straight line. We must act soon. If we're to have any chance of resistance, we need to forge an army by any means necessary.
This Celt campaign is just absolutely classic.
The English are terrorizing all.
Let's see how quickly we can
And
complete
it's
it.
time for us to fight back. But if we are to defeat them, every one of us will need to learn how to march and fight. Follow the path to the blue flag. First, click the soldier. Good. Now right-click near the blue flag. Good. Now move to the next
I remember
flag.
playing through these
Click
missions
the
on
soldier,
William Wallace,
then
Ultra
right-click near the
Hardcore.
flag. Excellent.
Might actually do a
Right,
replay
move to
through
the
that
next
at some
flag.
point. It was
We
so
must
much
walk
fun.
through the black area. Moving into the black area reveals more of the map.
A little frustrating
The
at
black
times.
area represents unexplored territory. That's all there is to it. Now go to the next flag, where you will meet some allied soldiers.
Kind of batshit insane, that campaign.
Move all your soldiers at once. Click near the units and drag around them. Then right-click to move them. Try moving your soldiers to the next flag. Did all your units make it to the flag? The road ahead is guarded by an English outpost. Scroll up to the outpost building by
In the
moving the
first way
mouse
of
to the
complaining
very
is to
top
send
of the
one militia
Then
forward
click
and
the
keep
red
the rest
outpost.
to destroy
Right-click
the
the outpost to
outpost.
attack it.
Attack. This is one of the main reasons I thought that outposts were so useless before. Like, they just didn't really do anything.
The outpost is destroyed. That should slow the English raids. Keep following the path to the village. Home sweet home. But wait. The English are angry that you destroyed their outpost. They're coming to attack the village. Don't panic. Just click your
Don't
soldiers and
panic.
right-click the red English soldiers to attack.
I'll try.
Defeat the enemy soldiers, you will have won your first battle. Good job. Now you know how to fight back against the English army. Scotland has soldiers now, if only a few. But if we are to turn back the greed of Edward Longshanks, we'll need many more recruits and much more gold in our coffers. These ancient stones and oaks around us will soon be drenched with the blood of clansmen. An army marches on its stomach, or so the old saying goes. My clansmen have been farming and tending sheep for hundreds of years, but gathering enough food to feed an army is a different matter entirely. Without a strong economy, the meagre forces that we have cobbled together will collapse again.
I kind of forgot how short the
To support the Scottish army,
mission
we'll need to build up your
part
stockpile
is on
of
these
resources. To win, gather 50 food, 50 wood,
storyline
and
that
50
is
gold.
compared to a lot of the other ones.
The villager will continue working for you, carrying the food to the town centre.
God, this feels so pointless.
Kid? Erlov.
I definitely think that this mission could have been like
The
you
amount
build a
of
mill
food you
straight
have is
away,
shown in the upper left corner
build a
of the
lumber
screen.
camp straight away. You have like
In
a couple of
addition to your food
villages.
stockpile, you can see your current wood, gold, and stone stockpiles. The more villagers you have, the faster you can gather resources. Assign your new villagers to gather food. Good. You found some gold.
This is, I believe, the fastest way to get the mission complete. I think he needs to get 10 more wood and then he can go to the bush after. His gold takes the longest because of the distance to the... Actually, maybe I need to send more to gold. Trying to optimally complete the tutorial. How about that? Ah, okay. I was trying to see if I can finish all 3 resources at the exact same time. I think that's happening though.
Good job. You now have enough wood.
You're pretty close.
You now have enough gold.
I think it's good enough. I didn't really check. Oh. Oh god, it's so close. So impatient.
Great. You now have 50 food. To win, also gather 50 wood and 50 gold. To gather wood, click a villager, then right-click a tree.
I love it when I
Well on your
glitch
way to making a city. If you haven't found any
Sorry,
gold
the
yet,
voice lines
search
out.
in the unexplored territory. Edward Longshanks, for all his disrepute, has shown his military tactics in Wales, England and France to be very effective, if not cruel and ruthless. He is indeed an enemy to be feared. The English sacked the town of Berwick-upon-Tweed. With that I could call it a battle, but it was truly more than a massacre. Unless we organise our army, there will be more massacres to follow. I pray that we can be ready when Longshanks comes. In villages throughout the Highlands, there is grim talk of skirmishes between Scotland and England. We lost the town of Dunbar this week. Scottish defenders broke ranks and fled. The English have an army that is larger and better trained. To compete with them, we are going to need new recruits to pick up spear, sword and bow. We must transform these shepherds into soldiers.
Would have been interesting
We
to
will
see
need
if
many soldiers to
they'd make
defend our
the
home. To win, you will need to create 4 militia. We'll start by creating villagers.
soldiers
Click your town
on the town centre or
then
something.
click the create villager button. in
And the whole
lower
point
left
is
corner
to
of
be
the
somewhat
screen.
realistic, I guess.
It takes time for the villager to appear. If your town centre is selected, you can see the progress in the status area at the bottom of the screen.
That's-
Good job. The villager has appeared next to your town
I think
centre.
it would have been good to start with
Create
a...
another villager. You need additional housing to support your population. To build a house, click a villager.
Would have been good to have a
Click the
flying
buildings
scout or
button.
something.
Click the build house button. Then click where you want to
Mills.
build the house.
Or
Good
somewhere I
job.
can mill.
Try building another house. Each house supports 5 units. The population indicator at the top of the screen
Have to
shows your
explore
current
everyone's
supported
style.
population. Other buildings are made just like houses.
Probably should have built up with more than one
The
villager.
barracks is a military building. If more than one villager builds a building, it will go up faster.
Maybe I'm not meant to have put it out, I don't really remember.
Barracks complete. Now you can create soldiers. Click the barracks, then click the create militia button. Selecting different buildings or units gives you different options in the lower left corner of the screen.
Okay, it looks like you don't actually have any access to food.
That's 1 militia unit. Create
You could
3
soft
more
lock
when you
yourself
have
in this
enough soldiers
mission.
to protect
Oh,
this
wow.
area and win the scenario.
Well, I mean, you
Click
can
the
still make a
barracks.
mill and some
Quickly
farms.
click the create militia button 3 more times to make 3 soldiers in a row.
I think I'm just so used to constantly producing stuff these days. Completely overthinking it. I love how they don't stress the importance of getting loom at some point either.
Now that you have a few soldiers, you'll be able to defend this area against English attacks.
Oh,
Now that we have militias stationed across the border, the English have slowed their raids. But facing Longshank's army will be another matter. The wicked English king is yet to bring his famous longbows to bear. Our militias can only get us so far. We're going to need more advanced weapons. Rumours creep in from the south of a giant who leads the forces of Scotland. His great sword driving through earth, man and horse alike. If this mythical knight can stall the English advance, it will give us time to develop the arms we need. Even now our smiths are forging swords and fletchers are crafting arrows and crossbow bolts. The English use very advanced weapons and armor. To win, you will need to advance to the feudal age and repel the English raids.
Yeah,
You're
quickly
going to
you
need
can
to
get up.
research some technologies of your own to increase the strength of your civilization. For example, researching loom makes your villagers harder to kill. To research loom, click the town centre, then click the
you realize
research.
how
Good.
much
Researching technology costs you
food you started with
resources,
this mission.
but improves your civilization. While researching, you can put your villagers to work and use your military units to explore.
But not quite though. Yeah, it should be enough now. Oh, we're gonna be like 5 short or something. There we go.
Kid tall, bid fear tall, bid fear tall, tall, bid fear.
New technologies and buildings become available when you advance to a new age. To advance from the Dark Age to the Feudal Age, you need 500 food.
Bid fear tall, tall, bid fear tall.
It's amazing how simplistic this tutorial really is. I feel like it, I think it was probably better when it was back in 99 where RTS, it wasn't exactly new, but games were less understood by everyone. Whereas nowadays in 2022, it's like, this is the absolute most basic of basic tutorials ever. Well, I'm sure some people would prefer it to be more on the basic end anyway.
In addition to gathering food at forage bushes, villagers can herd sheep or hunt deer for food.
Kid, bid fear tall, 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 bid fear tall.
That's metal armor right, I think.
Congratulations! Advancing to the next stage is the best way to improve your civilization. The idle villager button. Click it and locate villagers who are not currently assigned to a task. Now that you're in the feudal age, you can upgrade your militia to men-at-arms. Click the barracks, then click upgrade to men-at-arms. Upgrading to man-at-arms will change all your militia units to the more powerful men-at-arms. The English are attacking again. Teach them a lesson with your new men.
Teach them a lesson. Oh wow, I actually have a knife. Probably would have been good to add a spearman. Granted, it doesn't really matter when you have so many more units.
The English are no match for your units. Longshanks has invaded, stormed and sacked the city of Perth. Worse, he has captured the fabled Stone of Scone and declared himself King of Scotland. We cannot bring about a victory in battle soon. The Scottish armies will be too demoralised to put up any fight at all. If this mythical Scottish giant does exist, I wish that he would bring his forces up to Stirling, where we shall next do battle. The time for minor skirmishes is over. We now prepare for war. The villain Longshanks is poised to cross the River Forth and threaten the town of Stirling with a force of men-at-arms, heavy cavalry, and a multitude of archers. Our newly forged army marches southward to establish our own base and attack the English before they can ready their troops.
Alright.
The time has come to take the offensive. The English have a fort near the town of Stirling. If we can defeat the English here, they may think twice about their invasion of
Wish it would have
Scotland.
started you with like sheep
Destroy the
or
English
some
tower
close
to the
deer
west.
here.
Before we attack the English to the west, we need to build up our forces. Have your villagers start gathering food and wood.
Like they got a dog. Oh
Keep
yeah.
making villagers at your town centre until you have 10. The more villagers you
I
have,
don't know if it'll fit
the faster
anywhere
your
though.
resources will come in.
Oh yeah, well that's a little hack, isn't it?
Scout cavalry are poor fighters, but they can see a great distance. You can use your scout cavalry to explore the rest of the map and find the English. You can gain
They
more
haven't
food by
obviously
building
haven't
fishing
seen my
ships.
games.
To create fishing ships, have your villagers build a dock in the water to the south. You can specify a location for new units to gather by setting a gather point. For villagers, click the town centre and click the Set Gather Point button. You've found some sheep.
I wonder
Sheep
if
are a
you
good
can
source of food,
use
so send them back
the
to your town centre
scouts
and assign a villager to gather
and
food.
just villagers to
Now
put
click
this
the
in.
dock and build a fishing ship.
Feels like it'd be in the realm of possibility, to be honest. I remember what units they actually end up having here. I don't recall it
The hill
being
with the
too
dead
strong.
tree protects the only access to your town. It would be a good idea to build a watchtower on this hill once you advance to the feudal age. To fish, click a fishing ship and right-click on a leaping fish.
Oh god, it really
Fishing
is
ship will
the
collect fish
absolute
and
most
automatically
basic
return them to the
stuff.
shore. Fishing ships are also useful for exploring.
Oh, completely forgot about that.
Build a barracks and 5 militia to defend your villagers and explore the map. You are close to the English base. Better not knock down this wall until you have an army of about 12 soldiers. Villagers can also build farms. Build
Oh
4
my god, I
farms
got
daily
housed.
when your
That's
farm is
embarrassing.
completed. Each farm needs only one villager.
Getting housed in the tutorial mission. That's funny. Know a few people that would also have got housed at that point though. And that power save was taking forever to kill. The 12 villages are basically 12 soldiers, right? I want to see how many units end up having. If it's only like 10 units, we can just use villagers. Get a little bit faster. Alright, send a villager over there. Help them get through. Taking way too long. Alright, send them all forward. That'd be such a bad move. That goes wrong. We have enough fishing ships to just replenish villages as needed though. Now, back when I first started playing this game, I had no idea that villagers get like insane bonus against buildings. Like the villagers doing 5 damage, the scouts doing 1 per hit. Or was it 4? It might be 4 actually. That's still pretty good considering.
Kid.
Damn. Oh, they're actually men at arms. Why you just start microing? That's not gonna happen. Oh god, this is a bad idea. Slightly entertaining though. Needs to be a way of making them auto retaliate in campaigns. Oh, that one's not surviving. Success. Okay, now I think it's some archers left or something. Oh boy. They micro them? Not in this apparently. Damn it. Why am I not selecting the ones I need to select to keep them alive? Shit.
Good job. You have eliminated the English soldiers. Now, destroy that tower and our victory will be complete.
Oh, I wish I'd known about this when I first started playing. This is way faster. Bam! You don't need feudal, you just need more villages. Did I break the mission?
Great job. You have destroyed the English camp. The Battle of Stirling is sure to end in victory for the Scots. Now that you know how to build up, advance through the ages, and find and fight your enemies, you have all the basic skills you need to play a random map.
Feels
The most
deathmatch,
common
man.
type of game in Age of Empires 2. Stirling was our first great victory. Even as we held the coastline, word arrived that Stirling Bridge had been held by a force of Scots led by the mythical knight of whom so many have spoken. Now we know his name. Sir William Wallace, the bane of the English. Edward Longshanks names Wallace a traitor and a criminal. Sir William replies he cannot be a traitor, for he never swore fealty to an English king. With Wallace leading our armies, the men fight with renewed vigour. Perhaps the tide of our misfortunes is about to turn. Our coffers were depleted at the Battle of Stirling. So we need to strengthen our economy once again before pushing south into lands held by the English. We need to construct a market and establish trade routes to the villages of friendly clans. Local legends speak of 3 sacred relics hidden south of Stirling. Acquiring these artifacts for Wallace's army will be a great boost to Scottish morale.
Alright. Technically we can do this one.
The Scottish army has been rallied by recent victories against the English. The situation is starting to look up. It will help the morale of our army to collect holy relics and place them in our monastery.
I think you can
One of
actually
the relics is close to your town.
quick the AI into opening its gate.
And the English have captured a third. Good. You have a relic.
Bonnet.
Protect the relic in the monastery by right-clicking the monastery. You can retrieve a relic by clicking a monk and right-clicking the relic. Monks have other abilities as well. They can heal your injured soldiers or those of your allies. They can also attempt to convert enemy soldiers to join your army. Perfect. You now have one relic garrison. Relics garrisoned in your monastery will slowly add gold to your stockpile.
Erlov. Kogo. Kogo.
I remember where it is. I think it's over here somewhere with the Scottish allies for one of them. That's that you often get that. Get fletching and something. Oh, we got forging as well.
Valgara. Theodige. Gert. Erlen. Theodige. Trebak.
Kia. Fiedige. Trebach.
Oh, I need to go to the front first.
Kia. Bid fear.
I didn't realize they had it locked initially.
Kid ho. Kid. Kia. Bonnet.
Wait, is this am I broken up?
Kid ho.
Forgere. Bid fear.
Erlov.
Kia. Ho.
I remember them taking so long to open the damn game.
Bid fear.
Kid ho.
Erlov. Ho.
I have to build an honor jump. Go through that way.
Kid ho.
Bid fear.
Forgere. Bid fear. Erlov.
Forgere. Ho.
Farms are a good source of food once you have exhausted forage bushes and animals. Farms are built like buildings and must be periodically rebuilt.
Kia.
To gather food from a farm,
Kid.
You
click
got
the
the knife?
villager,
Nice.
then right-click the farm.
Forgere. Ho.
Is that ballistic? Jeez.
Kid. Forgere. Ho. Peg. Erlov. Forgere. Bid ho.
Try and drag them
It's
out again.
nice to have allies on the battlefield. Your ally, the yellow player, can help you fight the enemy. You can also trade with your allies.
Kid.
To trade, you will need to build a market.
Bid fear.
Maybe if I build the market, they'll let me do the next bit.
Kia. Rob. Trebak.
That's gonna take so much longer to get through.
Forgere.
Why is it still locked?
Ho. Ho. Bid fear.
You have reached your allies' town.
Kid.
Go
bid
inside to
fear.
see how
There
the
we
city
go.
is doing. Your allies' gate will open automatically for you.
Welcome! If you've come for the relic, you can find it on the hill to the northeast of our town.
Ah, building some extra houses or something? I don't know. You can actually get through this gate if you,
You have a market.
Kia.
The market can create trade carts to generate
if you
extra
hold
gold.
it open.
You can also exchange
Oh, I
one
didn't match
resource
that.
for another at the market for a small fee. Click the market,
Small
then click
fee.
sell food for gold.
So why did I sell food? I've got stone I can't use. Easy.
Bid ho.
A lot of these missions, you genuinely do not need the stone you start off with. You're almost better off selling it and then rebuying it. Get that in as well, might as well.
Erlov. Kid.
Forgere.
Would have been great
Did
opportunity
you know
to
that there are
teach people
three
about
different
redemption
modes
and
for the
stuff.
minimap in the lower right corner of the screen?
Wasn't a
You can
help
show only military
campaign.
units or only resources and trade units by clicking the buttons just below and to the right of the minimap.
Nice.
Kid
Kia.
ho.
Fear.
Forgere.
Probably shouldn't have used both of their
Bid
faith,
fear.
but
Erlov.
Wow.
Ho. Forgere. Bid fear.
the AI doesn't react if you don't
Bid
attack.
fear. Ho. Forgere.
You now have 2 relics garrisoned.
Kid.
Bring back 1 more and you will be victorious.
Fear.
Erlov.
Erlov.
It's not attack these just yet, 'cause I think that'll prompt them to move
Bid fear.
the villagers in.
Ho. Fear.
Kid. Bid fear.
Erlov.
Kia. Ho. Bid fear.
I didn't realize the rest on this side. Oh, there it is.
Erlov. Bid ho. Bid fear.
Ho.
Bargere. Dankat.
Forget fear. Bid fear. Erlov. Jart.
Bid ho. Bid fear. Ho. Bid fear.
Villagers and soldiers normally appear outside of the building that created them.
Bid fear.
You can have your units
Yahoo.
move to a spot once they are created by
It's
using
gather.
gather points. To set a gather point for infantry,
Bargara.
click your barracks, click set gather point, then click where on the map
I didn't
you
realize
want
it
your
slightly
infantry
up a
to
double bit. The number one rule of playing campaigns. Check if you have double bit.
Forget. Bid fear.
And now we just wait. Damn, casual speed seems so slow now.
Erlov.
Crossbow and why not?
Bargere. Erlov.
Kia.
I deserve it.
Erlov. Bargere. Kid.
Kid. Kia. Bid fear. Forget.
Damn, do they? I feel like monks usually have such a good range.
Bargere.
You can use the technology tree to see what technologies and upgrades you can research.
Erlov.
Click the technology tree button in the upper right corner of the screen to see the tree for your civilization.
Bid fear.
Forget. Ho.
Oh.
Kid.
That conversion was taking forever.
Forget.
Oh, I didn't get a single from that.
Bid fear. To. Bid fear.
Kid. Bargara. Bunit.
The idle TC time though.
Kia. Erlov.
Kind of wish it wasn't on casual 1.5 speed, but I understand why it is.
Jart.
Congratulations! You have captured all 3 relics. With the 3 relics locked away safely in Scottish churches, men murmur that we are blessed by the heavens. Our army now stands a chance as we prepare for the final clash with the English. Scotland now has archers and knights of our own with which to meet Longshanks. We march south to Falkirk, where we will join with the army of William Wallace and plan our combined attack upon the English castle. The only way that we can hold the boggy lowlands around Falkirk is to build a castle and as many walls as we can construct in a short time. These fortifications will serve to protect our camp as we construct siege weapons with which to assault the English castle. Once the castle is constructed, Wallace himself has sworn to join our forces. Together, we will attack Longshanks and his English troops.
Now, the unfortunate thing about this mission is
Kia.
The
the
English could attack at any time.
it's not even slightly historically accurate.
Complete them as soon as you have enough
Kia.
stone.
Kid. Erla Bunit.
Later, but probably most of them with stone actually.
Erlov. Forget. Bid fear.
Kid. Nieneke.
Erlov. Fear.
Kid.
Remember, it's easier if you actually wall out these areas as well.
Bunit. Bit fear. Rabuga. Rabuga.
Use houses
Rabuga.
and one stone gate on this side.
Rabuga. 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 Rabuga.
You can also build
Kia.
towers to defend
Rapa.
your city. Units can
Erla.
garrison within a tower for
Kia.
defense and
Rapa.
protection, and archers can even
Oh, I
fire
already
out
have
of a
one
tower.
now.
Trappa. Trappa.
Kia. Kid. Forget. Rabuga. Rabuga. Kia.
Don't want to waste too much stone. Have a
Rabuga.
market. It's not nice. It's just outposts, right? Yeah. Wow, that's full of spears.
Bargere. Bid fear. Bid fear. Kid.
I think I usually just use Code Raiders in this mission.
Bargere. Erlov.
Oh wow, 0 upgrades.
Bid fear.
Classic.
Kid.
Kid.
You notice how many houses you actually start with? It's insane. Alright, I'll buy 100.
Erlov.
Can she drop off the back from there? Oh,
Kia.
weird little.
Nienige. Kid.
Got it.
Nienige.
Shouldn't be too surprised though.
If you have surplus resources at one
Oh,
time,
dear.
you can sell them for gold at your market.
Rob
You can
Wicca.
then use the gold to buy what you need. Congratulations! You're going to find lots of things to do in the Castle Age. For starters, try building a siege workshop to make battering rams and other siege weapons. To build a castle, you must first advance to the next age, the Castle Age.
Erlov.
Erla. Nienige.
1 on gold and remaining over here. I need a lot more food. I wonder if it's better just to look at like a standard build here.
Bid fear. Tall.
The advanced buttons let you set combat states for your soldiers. A defensive soldier will be less likely to attack an enemy that comes near him. Click a military unit, then note the combat stance buttons in the lower left corner of the screen. Good job!
What's the range?
With your new
Yeah,
siege workshop, you
7.
can make battering rams. Rams are slow, but they are resistant to arrow fire and excellent at knocking down walls. You may need some rams to attack the English castle. Using the advanced buttons, you can also command a soldier to patrol an area between 2 points,
Forget.
guard, or
Flash.
follow
Oh,
another.
I already have, yeah, 1 on
Rob
gold.
Wicca. Nienige.
Erlov. Bid fear. Tall.
Just so you use those 0 upgrades, it's fine.
Kid. Bid fear. Erlov. Tall.
You may need to assign extra villagers to gather stone, so you'll have enough to build the castle and all the fortifications you need. Great! You have completed the castle. Sir William should be here soon.
Yep,
Then it will be
watching.
time to attack the English.
Kia. Nienige. Nienige.
Margaret. Bid
Wallace
fear.
has come.
Tall. Erlov. Margaret. Bid tall.
The advanced buttons allow access to a new type of formation. For example, with a
Wait,
box
do they not
formation,
have health
you
bar?
can protect a weak unit, such as
It's
a
a
monk.
weird glitch. Then again, it is AoE too. I'd be scared if it wasn't a glitch.
Kid. Tall.
One of your most powerful units is created at the castle. Create 10 more Wood Raiders.
Erlov. Bid fear. Tall. Margaret. Tall.
I remember something I absolutely despise about the campaigns. The micro. This is so dumb.
Kid. Bid fear.
But in the original Age of Kings, these must have been Cavalier. Oh my god.
Erlov. Bid fear.
Need to figure that out actually, if that's actually the case.
Kid. Bid fear. Margaret. Erlov. Margaret.
Oh, the poppycock.
Kid. Erlov. Margaret. Tall. Duncat. Erlov. Kid. Bid
With
fear.
William Wallace and his
Tall.
Wood Raiders on your side, the English may be in trouble. Once you have a large army with plenty of siege weapons,
Erlov.
go destroy the English castle.
Margaret. Duncat. Kid.
We'll send ones back to heal as needed. Actually, get. Oh.
Kid. Rob Wicca.
I don't really care about the big ones. We'll send these back though. Go forward with the monastery and siege workshop.
Erla. Rob Wicca.
Forgerugge. Kia. Rabugge.
Kid. Rob Wicca. Rob Wicca.
How not to balance your economy. I'm looking forward to the Joan of Arc campaign just because of the the micro combo, man. Look at this. Every single time. You're like, yeah, I can get this. Do it Huang style. When I first played through these missions, I didn't even know any of the pro players, to be fair. Like, I knew about Viper relatively soon after I started playing. But not before. I wonder if I can make him resign before they... lose the town center. Probably not. There's the castle. Probably fast with at least 1 or 2 rounds. I used to hate the missions where you destroy castles with rams and stuff. Glad that in some of the more recent campaigns that they actually made it. So you can get capped ram. Finish off the villages. Boom. I'm actually really intrigued if they will resign. Probably not. Garrison the ram.
Kia. Kia. Forget. Kid. Bid fear. Erlab. Dunkak. Kid. Erlab. Forget. Bid fear.
You're pretty fast. They have murder holes in this? That's a no. Yeah, it's just like playing as Spawn. Sure, there's a faster way of doing this than that. I think the rams speed up the process quite a bit.
The English castle at Falkirk is no more. The English pretensions in Scotland are surely at an end. The forces of Wallace are triumphant.
If only that was the case.
It looked certain that we would be defeated at Falkirk. Yet somehow, though outnumbered and outranged by English longbows, we were victorious. The English castle was torn down, and a Scottish one shall be built in its place. William Wallace has shown us the path to victory. Although he is but one man, he inspires great deeds in others. Many of the Scottish knights and lords have drawn their swords with his. Wallace's own sword is a 5.5-foot beast, forged of course in Scotland. He has sworn not to rest until his sword finds the neck of Edward Longshanks. The struggle will continue, but we have learned the ways of war. Now, it is the English who fear.
I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of the William Wallace campaign. Like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. We're playing Joan of Arc next.